参ります。白線の内側に下がってお待ちください。
Looks like you came alone. Awfully trusting of you. And so nonchalantly, too. Guess I got the right email address. I found it in the data I recovered from Daishihan Pharmaceuticals. Now, why do you suppose that might be? Could well be. However, can you think of any other reason why Daishihan would have your contact info? Maybe a job you applied for by email, which promised rare goods as payment? Oh, I'm quite serious. The email addresses I pulled from Daishihan's records came from the applicants for that very job. I'm sure even you can figure out what that means, can't you? Daishihan Pharmaceuticals and the organization are connected. Now, I couldn't tell you why Daishihan would be getting themselves involved in all this, but there's no doubt that they are. There's an indisputable connection between them and the Synthesters. You know, when your eyes dart around like that, it means you're lying. But I suppose I can at least tell you what I've been hoping to get out of this whole mess. I'm going to purge the Synthesters completely, cut them off at the source, more or less. Of course, I haven't quite worked out exactly how to do that yet. All I know is Synthesters should not exist. They do not belong in this world. I suppose in that sense our goals are the same. So maybe, depending on circumstances, it might not be so bad to work with you AKiBA freedom fighters. But I have two conditions. First, you don't get to ask about my history at all. And second, you can't get Shizuku Tokikaze involved any further than she is. The two of us had a certain connection once. Now, I can't even stand the sight of her. I have information you're going to want, and you know how well I can handle myself in a fight. You can have both, my knowledge and my skills, just by letting Shizuku go. Think it over, decide what you want, and figure out which one of us can better help you. Oh, and this little tidbit is free. Zenya Amo? He's searching for you, by which I do mean the AKiBA freedom fighters, but also you, personally. Sooner or later, he will find you. You've gotten the better of him one time. Do not let that go to your head. Take some time to think things through, but don't keep me waiting too long. Until we meet again, my little sheepling.
So Ren's actually offered to join us, huh? Certainly didn't expect that.
She's a multi-talented person fighting to defend AKiBA.
But asking us to kick Shizuku out of the group?
We're still missing too much information. We should ask Miss Kasugai directly about the Daishihan connection, I think.
I sent a note to her mail address, but she hasn't written me back yet.
Yeah, she seems all flighty and free-spirited, but she's still a company president. I bet she's got a lot on her plate. Unlike the owner of a certain game bar I know.
Hey now, be nice to your elders.
If the Akiba freedom fighters want to join forces with Rin, I'll understand. I can chase after the synthesters by myself.
Now hold on just a minute. We've done great together all this time. We can't split up now.
Thank you.
Let's put this whole Rin business on hold for now. It's about time to get out and patrol.
Man, I don't know if I can keep my head clear with all this Daishihan organization nonsense. But I guess we've still got a town to save, right?
We do. I think we should start in the Yodobashi Camera Plaza this time. This town is filled with stories and music, all tied together by the smiles of those who hear them. I find that way of life to be positively inspiring. But the synthesters seek to disrupt it. They're the missed note in the symphony, the flubbed line in the play, and I won't rest until they've been stopped. Look, at that corner. Those are synthesters, without a doubt. Let's go.
We fight.
I'll take that Give me that!
this! Now! Let's do this. If you please, Shizuku.
Is that all? Be careful. I'm still sensing a presence.
Found you! I knew if I left enough bait for you, you'd eventually come crawling out from your hole.
Zenya Amo.
You left me in debt to you when last we met. And I've come here to settle accounts. Debt goes against my principles, you see. I hate to owe money and despise owing favors. But the worst debts of them all are debts of pride, and I can't allow this one to go unpaid. I will repay my debt to you in full, this instant. I am no longer the Zenya you've come to know. I have unlocked my inner power to become Hyper Zenya! And Hyper Zenya will not allow the likes of you to stand in his way!
Careful. Everything about him is different than it was before.
Pathetic ants! Ride in the dirt beneath my magnifying glass and let me watch you burn!
We fight.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Eat this!
That's not gonna work. It's you. That's not gonna work. You're not going to succeed. That's not gonna work. You're not going to succeed. That's not gonna work.
I'll take that!
You're not going to succeed. That's not gonna work. You think you've hurt me? I barely even felt a scratch!
You're lying. Even the original Synthestor can't possibly brush off such massive damage.
You worthless scum! Do you still think you can stand up to me? I'll tear you limb from limb!
No, he can still move.
Die!
That's enough!
Rin?
You think I'd leave something like this for my big sister to handle?
Out of my way! What do you think you're doing?
Rin. Why? Why would you cover for us like that?
Rin, how could you? How could you stand in the way of our ambitions? No, my power is reversing, head burning up!
What What's wrong? You look a bit winded.
Damn you! I can't fight like this! I demand a rematch! If garbage like you thinks it can defeat me, then come to the battle arena and prove it! Consider this my official invitation. And should you turn me down, I'll make sure the innocents of this town take your place in hell. Do you hear me, garbage? This is my royal command!
He got away?
Sis, I told you not to get yourself involved any more than you already were.
Rin, hang in there. No time for questions now. We need to get her someplace safe. Come on, let's take her back to Mogra.
She's got some scrapes and bruises, but I don't see any signs of serious injury anywhere.
So, Shizuku, you gonna tell us how you know her or what?
Rin is my younger sister.
Right, of course, she's your sister. Huh? Wait, hold the phone. She's your sister?
That was an oddly delayed reaction.
So does that make her a Night Eater too?
You know, I actually called this one. Just wish I'd have said it out loud. It's like the kind of twist you see on TV. You've got the two sisters at odds, both dealing with some major crisis, and then some bad guy comes in, and they both have to fight him.
Really?
Pops, you so didn't call this. Don't even pretend. And wipe that whole smirk off your face.
Two little sister characters in the same group. This could pose a danger to our identities and create a rift in the fabric of reality.
No, I'm fairly certain that it couldn't.
6 months ago, Rin ran away from home, but she left a note behind. It was roughly 50 pages long and outlined all her resentment and hatred toward me. It said I no longer had the right to call her sister, and proclaimed that she never wanted to see my face again, among other things.
50 pages isn't a note, that's a freaking light novel!
Was it her falling out with you that led her to run away from home?
Well...
I think Rin is waking up.
Rin, are you all right? Thank goodness you're awake. I was afraid you might not ever open your eyes again.
Why? I tried so hard to keep you from getting involved.
I'm sorry, Rin. I only wanted to know how you truly felt.
Sis, I'm really sorry. I wanted so much to keep you from getting caught up in my fight. So I wrote all those horrible things.
I thought that might have been it. You left me that note so I'd stay away. That must have been very painful for you. I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. That was an awful thing for me to do. I just couldn't live with the thought of placing you in harm's way. So I thought... Sis, I'm so sorry. Please, can you ever forgive me?
Of course. It'll take more than 50 pages of hatred to bring me down.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'd hold that against her if it were me.
Yeah, me too.
We'll talk more later. For now, you need to get some rest.
You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like.
You say that like you own the place. I mean, not like I'm gonna turn her away or nothing.
Thank you very much.
All right then. I'll take advantage of your hospitality for a while. Thank you.